EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And he's got some space here. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, 69 yards. And the Panthers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Second and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Rodgers now on first down. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
He dumps this off to Dillon underneath.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make this a 2nd down. And with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense. Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
In search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Throwing is Rodgers. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
And Crosby puts it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Working with a 2nd and 4.
Push him back. Push him back. 51,
They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 90 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. They'll run here with Hubbard. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A first carry here for Kene Nwangwu. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Foreman. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And while didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he rifles one incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Off the play fake, Montgomery. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game of the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
Check 26, check 26.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, Rodgers rolling to his right. And this one is incomplete. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
He might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second.
Down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down in bounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a play fake. Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown. Odell Beckham. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10.
Makes the score Panthers 17, Packers 10. Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Montgomery escaping the pressure right. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Montgomery. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 65 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And again, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open. open, complete. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Now Rodgers steps away to his left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wild Card matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off play action. Montgomery. This is caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
It completes it once more to Anderson.
Touchdown! Robbie Anderson from 4 yards out.
And the Panthers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
And that one drops down incomplete.
Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 6. Blue there.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. On the move to his left. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Oh, they're just looking good hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Montgomery. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Ready? 51 for Mike. 51 for Mike. Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 4th down now after a loss of 2. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Here's Johnny Hekker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Johnny Hekker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
On first down, Hubbard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
A carry for Foreman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
And that's why the fullback position was created. You just want a big, strong, powerful guy you can hand the ball to and pick up good yardage.
On third down, here's a run by Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Don't say nothing. Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6. Watch the run.
To throw is Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Hey, one I got one.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
51's the mic.
Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with and my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chinn picks it off, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
128 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point up and good by Crosby as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Pat O'Donnell sets the kickoff.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still
touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, now Rodgers steps away. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this has not been going the way that he thought prior to the game. Probably figured he'd be able to throw a few more downfield, but he's having to run around for his life back there. They've already gotten to him a number of times. They'll keep coming after him in the pass rush. My advice, shorter passes. Get the ball out of your hand.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And now here is another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a carry here for their fullback. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
going to set him back 5 yards. They'll run with Foreman. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And that's on Austin Jackson, first-round pick in 2020. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man is Robbie Anderson. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Right back to Hubbard. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.